Finna is an engineered cultural movement. We are co-opting the mechanics of the Italian Renaissance to achieve global streetwear dominance. To operationalize our growth targets, this briefing will outline the specific historical and linguistic toolkit powering the brand's manifesto. In 1397, the House of Medici began in the Florentine Wool Guild. They utilized innovations like double-entry bookkeeping to generate the capital required to fund lower-class architects and artists, sparking a total cultural shift. Finna replicates this by treating the California Bay Area as a cultural industrial engine. We are leveraging this localized production hub to connect with other urban centers, creating a self-sustaining network of high-growth culture. This chart establishes our localized timeline for scaling. By saturating the California market, we reach the primary growth target in year 3. Following this blueprint, the brand expands to national dominance in 6 years. By year 8, the engine achieves international hegemony. Finna is deploying the exact Medici strategy, utilizing a localized trade engine to fund and export global cultural hegemony. History proves that true culture is forged by the dissatisfied and the marginalized, while the elite merely attempt to profit from its power. William Shakespeare was a self-taught rogue who hybridized language out of necessity in the slums. He invented roughly 1,700 new words, including fashionable and bedroom, to describe a world the existing elite vocabulary could not. This 1623 First Folio was a sturdy, expensive format, previously reserved for history and religion. It successfully preserved 18 plays that would have otherwise been lost, turning disposable street performance into permanent high art. Finna's world-class garment design acts as the modern First Folio. By using high-quality manufacturing to house raw urban expression, we ensure that the culture generated in the streets achieves the permanence and status of luxury. Finna's visual language exists at the exact intersection of classical art and martial intent. This follows the precedent of Fiore de' Liberi, the 14th century master who elevated street combat into a refined, documented art form in his fencing manuals. Our apparel physically manifests this intent. We enclose classical subjects, specifically the girl with a pearl earring, inside industrial San Pablo gear motifs. The gold pen graphic, a pen drawing the Golden Gate Bridge out of waves and blueprints, serves as a physical representation of raw talent rewriting history. Finna's core aesthetic physically validates the brand's manifesto, successfully elevating raw street survival tactics into permanent classical luxury. All future marketing, copy, and product launches must strictly adhere to this intersection of urban grit and historical royalty. Finalize the briefing with our core operational framework. The streets are the new Medici, and the apparel is the new First Folio.